Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would do a house renovation update. The reason being is that I've pretty much documented our entire kind of home buying and renovation process on here, and it's been almost exactly a year since we moved into this house. It will be a year next week, and I just thought it would be nice to film a little update about kind of how our renovation is going and what we're doing at the moment, and show you some things that we might not have shown you in like our previous room and home tours and things. So I will link to all those videos below if you would like to watch them. But if you are new to my channel, my name is Katie and I post videos 3 times a week on a Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I have no idea if this video will be interesting or not. I don't know if it's because I'm renovating a house, but I love any sort of home renovation, interiors, room tours, house updates, anything like that. So I just thought I would film it because it's been a year nearly, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy it. But what I thought I would do is I'm not going to show you every single room because I've done that recently on, well, reasonably recently on a house tour. So I thought I would just kind of show you some updates that we've made and what we're kind of doing at the moment. But like I said, I will link to all of the kind of room tours and our house tour below as well. But I thought I would kind of give you a little bit of a background if you're new here into our house. So we moved here, like I said, almost exactly a year ago. Before that, we lived not too far away, about a couple of miles away, and we lived in our first home that we had bought together, me and my husband, and we lived there for nearly 8 years. It was a quite small 3-bedroom house, but we did extend it and we did renovate that one. We got kind of rid of the kitchen and the bathrooms and things, and we had planned on staying there a lot longer, but then things just change, don't they? And we ended up just saying, oh, we'll see what we can get if we decided to move. It was always in our plans to move because we have 3 children and it was quite a small house for 3 teenagers when they grow up, so it was always in our plans to move. So we had a look around, we managed to get a mortgage, and then we just ended up moving. And the house that we moved to, the house we're in now, is a 4-bed house. It's quite big, I think, for a 4-bedroom house. Like, it's got quite big rooms, and I personally didn't think we'd ever be able to afford something like this as our next house, but it was just all a little bit of a stroke of luck. And basically the people that moved from this house were after a quick sale, and also the house was very tatty, and so all the kind of stars aligned, and it meant that we got a really good deal on this house, like a really good deal. So we bought it as a renovation project. We were originally looking at a new build, and then this came along and we were like, we're just gonna have to go for it. But our plan was and is to renovate it from top to bottom. So we moved in June and we pretty much started straight away. The first thing that we did was replace all the windows. All the windows in the house were really rotting. They were wood, and they didn't have, the survey basically flagged up that they didn't have very long left in their window life basically. So the first thing we did, because we got a little bit of money off the survey because of that, or you know, we got a bit of money off the house because it got flagged up in the survey, was we replaced all the windows, and we replaced them with a grey window, like they call it a flush window, so they all sit really nicely. So it was grey on the outside and white on the inside, and unless you can see them properly, people think that that sounds really strange, but it's actually really nice, because I wanted like a really nice modern look to the outside, but at the same time I was worried that grey might be quite harsh inside, and they look really good. I'm so pleased with them. So that's the first thing that we got done, and then we pretty much straight away got the process of getting an extension. We basically had a pot of money saved up, and we could have done one big project, so whether that was the kitchen or the bathrooms or this extension, and we decided straight away to do the extension. We were umming and ahhing as to what to do, and I'm so glad we did that. So I will link to all these below, like I said, because you can watch them properly. But we had a kind of old-fashioned conservatory. We knocked that down. We pretty much, the month we moved in, got it all booked in for it to happen, and we replaced it with a really modern conservatory that's now part of the house. So it's like an extra family room for us. So we have a family room and then a dining room and a living room, and it's all kind of flows together. And yeah, I'm so pleased with it because we live in that room pretty much 99% of the time. So I'm so glad we decided to do that. And then other than that, we've just done kind of decorative things. So we moved in, we completely replaced the carpets. The previous owners, I think they had teenage children, but then them themselves smoked, so the house very heavily smelt of smoke. So we painted everything, we got new carpets, and we've pretty much done the whole of upstairs bar the bathrooms. So we've done my little girl's room, which is where I'm sat now. We've done our playroom because we've used one of the rooms as a playroom and slash spare room. It's got a sofa bed in there. And then we've done my son's room. We've sort of done the hallway, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we're sort of in the process of doing our bedroom as well. And I'll show you that in a second too. And yeah, we've pretty much done upstairs. The only thing we kind of need to do is obviously we need to do the bathrooms. So we've got an ensuite that we need to do, and we have got the main bathroom that we need to do. And then we need to do things like we want to eventually replace all the doors. So currently they're wood white doors. We want to replace them to more of a natural kind of oak door, which we've got downstairs in a couple of the rooms, but doors are expensive, so we're having to do it quite slowly. So eventually we'll get that done. But other than that, and a few little bits and bobs here and there, like I want to put some more frames up in the hallway and stuff. Upstairs is kind of done, bar the big projects of the bathrooms. And in terms of the bathrooms, we are hoping, we had a quote for our garden to get our garden re-landscaped, and it was far too much money for what we can afford at the moment. So we're hoping to get the bathroom done, one bathroom done, maybe in the next kind of 6 months or so. That would be amazing, but it's just kind of depending on money. So that's the kind of next big project we're working towards. And then downstairs, like I said, we did our conservatory, we did our living room, and we did our dining room, and then we have got left to do. So we've done like bits to the hallway, which again I will show you in a minute because that's kind of a bit of an ongoing project. And we need to replace more doors downstairs because currently we've only got a couple of doors that are the new doors. We also, I need to do something with the hallway in terms of like decorative. And then we have got the kitchen to do. That's obviously a massive project, which is going to cost, I would rather save and get an amazing kitchen that's exactly what I wanted than kind of just get one that will see us over. So I would rather save and do that project last of all, even if it takes us years. Eventually, like, we'll get an amazing kitchen. So the kitchen's fine and it's livable and it's perfectly fine, and so we're just kind of leaving that for the time being. That's obviously a massive project. And then we've got a little downstairs toilet that we need to do something with eventually, and then we've also got outside, which I will show you in a minute as well. So we have done a lot, but then at the same time, bar the extension, most of it has actually just been kind of decorative stuff. So all of the main kind of renovation work we have still got to do. And then also eventually one day I would love to get a garage conversion. At the moment we have got quite a big garage, and I'd like to kind of take half of it and make it into a sort of, I don't even know what, maybe like another sort of family, because we're going to have 3 teenagers, they're going to have a lot of friends around, so I think it would be nice to have like almost like a pit that they could sort of be in years to come. But again, that's like a really low down priority. Whether it will happen or not remains to be seen, but in a few years I'd like to do that as well. So yeah, I thought the best thing to do would just be to kind of show you some of the updates we've made and the kind of decorative stuff a little bit that we've done. Like I said, I won't show you it all because a lot of it's in like room tours that we've done, but I will just show you a few things. Like I said, I have no idea if this video is interesting or whether you're just sitting thinking, what is she droning on about? But anyway, I will show you quickly what kind of little updates we're doing and what we are kind of hoping to achieve. This is our dining room as you are standing. So first up, I thought I would show you like our upstairs hallway because we've made a couple of updates to here. So the first thing we have done is we have got a new rug, which I actually got because I did like a partnership with Argos, and we did have a rug here before, and it was okay, but it was very tatty because it was from our old house, and I used to do my makeup on it, so it had got quite a lot of like lipstick stains and bronzer stains and things. So yeah, we've got this rug now, which I really love. It's quite soft and it's perfect for kind of this sort of part of the house where, you know, you're getting a lot of kind of people walking back and forth. So I'm really pleased with that. And then I got this mirror as well, which I really, really love. It's a little bit different. Hello, me there. But yeah, it's a little bit different to kind of like what I would normally go for, but I think it works perfectly there. And we used to have a mirror that sort of was kind of propped up, and this gives so much more space because it's done to the wall. And I got that from West Elm, and yeah, I just really like it. It's a bit different, but I really like the kind of whole like mid-century sort of style, so I really like this. And then I've got a little fake plant there. The basket is from TK Maxx, and basically my plant over there has sort of died a death. That used to be what was there, so I'm trying to resurrect him. He's in the plant hospital, but we will see as to whether. But that kind of fake plant looks quite nice there actually. And then we also just got this laundry bin. We had a laundry bin in our bedroom and it sort of looked a little bit cluttered, so I really like this. I think that works really well in that space. And then if you go along here, I have shown these before. I got these bookshelves. They're just from IKEA. I think they were about £25 each. They were really cheap. And they just have got all sorts of different trinkets and things on there. And I think that they look really, really nice. So I've got a lot of books on there. I've still got some books I want to put on, and some plants and things. And then these were like in our old house that my mum bought me when I was pregnant, and that plant really does look like it needs a good drink. These candle things, the girl's godmother got me for my birthday, which I love. And then I've just got a load of books and random things on there, and some prints and different things. And yeah, I just think that's really nice. I don't know if I'll keep those there forever. I think eventually maybe I'll get some sort of different bit of furniture maybe, but for the time being now I think that they look really good there. And so yeah, that's our hallway, and that's kind of the updates we have done here. Eventually I want to do something with this big white wall, but I have no idea what, because it's obviously quite a big space, and so yeah, I have no idea what I want to do or how I want to do it, so we will see. But yeah, that's the hallway. And then I think I have shown quite a bit of our bedroom. This is kind of like a current project we're working on, but we're quite slow really at what we're doing. So obviously the ensuite needs to be completely redone eventually, but I don't know whether we will do that one or whether we will do the family bathroom first. I think we will probably do the family bathroom, but our room is kind of really getting there. I want to get a print for this wall. We need to replace that light switch with a silver one. So yeah, I think I maybe get a print or something there. And then all this bit is pretty much done. I really need to we need to get wardrobe doors. We're gonna replace these wardrobe doors with new ones because these are really tatty and don't look very nice. We're gonna keep these mirrors, not because we particularly like them, but just because they're really handy. But yeah, eventually we're gonna replace these doors. I think we're gonna do that pretty soon, hopefully. So that will be good. But then all this bit is pretty much done. I love this. I think this is probably one of my favorite little areas in the house. And I think I have mentioned these before, but there's a couple of new things. So I got that Let's Stay In bed sign from a lady on Instagram who I bought something else of her ages ago, and I followed her ever since, and she's called More Than Just, and I just absolutely love that sign. She makes whatever sign you want, and I decided to do Let's Stay In Bed. And then this crazy little like ceramic, it's like ceramic tile, but again, it's just the kind of like style I like. That is from West Elm. And then over here, excuse the kind of rubbish on the floor there. Over here, I also have got this little kind of hanging, which I got from another lady on Instagram who I got another hanging from downstairs from her, and she is called the Copper Otter, and I absolutely love that there. So yeah, in this room we really have just got the wardrobe doors to replace, and then we also have got these to do. So I have got my dressing table, let me show you. I'm just gonna move some rubbish off it. So yeah, I've got this dressing table, which I think I have shown you before, which I love. And then I have got these shelves that I've put up. I don't know if I've showed you these before, but yeah, they look really nice. But then I also did this photo wall the other day, which I love. I think it will look so nice when it's all done. I really love these kind of big knobs there. I think that will look really good, but I need to kind of get pictures for it. But I feel like it's quite a big responsibility, and I don't want to just pick any old pictures, so I'm kind of just waiting to kind of figure out what pictures I want to get. But yeah, I think that little area will look really nice when it's all done. And other than that, and apart from replacing things like the doors, our room will eventually be done. So this is the kind of main priority at the moment, but I'm just really slow at getting everything sorted. So yeah, wardrobe doors, photos, prints, and then yeah, pretty much we'll be done up here. So this is our downstairs hallway. I don't think there's that much difference in here. I think I showed all this in our house tour. The only thing is we have now got this rug, which I absolutely love. This plant is looking a little bit iffy. It was absolutely fine 2 days ago. I don't know if it's because we've had nice weather, but I've just given him a good water, but he's looking a little bit ropey. But yeah, so I originally got this rug for our bedroom. I've had it a couple of months now, but I just haven't shown it. And yeah, it just really like did not look right in the bedroom. I hadn't measured it properly and it just looked random. So now we have a really like fancy rug in our hallway that we didn't have before. And then in this room, all I want to do is do something to this big white wall. I don't know what, because basically I wanted to get a mirror or something here, but because our house alarm's there, it doesn't quite work. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do here. This is one of the doors that we have replaced, that eventually we want to replace throughout the whole house. I think we've replaced 3 of them, so we've got quite a lot of doors left to do. And then other than that, this hallway is pretty much done. But I want to obviously replace these doors, and in there is our downstairs toilet, which I won't show you because it's a bit gross, but I need to we need to do that eventually as well, but that's not a big priority. And then our kitchen obviously needs to be completely redone, but we haven't made any sort of even attempt to consider doing that yet. And John is in that room. All those rooms are done. I will link to those below if you would like to watch those. And then the only other thing I was going to show you down here was our garden and our little office. So this is the garden. It looks terrible. We got a quote to have it done and it was way too much money than we can afford this year, because we want to get it like completely re-landscaped. So John is either going to do a little bit of a go himself and try and do some decking and things, or we're just going to leave it and maybe do it in a while. But next door they like chopped down these trees and then didn't do anything with them. But yeah, it was a company, it wasn't actually the neighbours, but yeah, so it's looking a little bit of a mess. But yeah, I wanted to show you our little outside office. So this is our little office. John's come out because this is his little project. And you can see, so we've painted it dark grey and like a light grey. It looks white on this, and John's going to be replacing the roof and things. This is the first coat. I'll show you actually around here. That's what colour it was before, so it was like a dirty cream colour and black. Oh yeah, and the inside was black. So John's going to replace all this and hopefully make it look really nice. But then if you go inside, basically what we've had done is we've had it all completely replastered, haven't we?
I did the ceiling, but then someone's plastered it.
Yeah, so John like fixed the ceiling and put like insulation in the ceiling and stuff, and then we've had someone come and like completely plaster it so it's all smooth, and then we've also had an electrician come and rewire it, and now John's going to do the rest of it yourself, aren't you? But we just didn't want to electrocute ourselves.
Should we replace the floor?
Pardon? Yeah, so John doesn't think we should replace the floor, but I really don't like it, so I think it would look nice with more of like a wood floor.
I just think it's 300 quid or something, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be that much if you do it yourself. And then we're going to get like a skirting board all the way around. And yeah, I think this will be a really nice space when it's all done, won't it?
Yeah, I think it was smart.
Yeah, I think it will look really good. And then I'll go in and do all my decorating, The only other thing I wanted to show you that's like a big project we're doing at the moment, it's really hard to show you because I don't show the front of the house, but basically we are getting this front kind of bit of our garden completely replaced, and that's happening tomorrow. So what they're going to do is they're going to take up all this old membrane and then they're going to cover it with like sort of slate stones. So hopefully that will look really nice, but it's quite hard to show because it's kind of shadowy there and sunny here. So I hope that you enjoyed my house renovation update. A bit of a random video, but still, if you like this type of thing, I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do leave me a comment if you have any questions about anything or whatever. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.